I'm going to read the first few pages from my story that is in ground. Hopefully it will entice all of you who don't have the book now to go out and get it, but I'm glad to do so. So, Green River. I stood at the counter of a gas station mini mart across from a snow-covered field in the middle of nowhere, Illinois. A bottle of seltzer, a bag of chips, and a Slim Jim were in a basket slung over my arm. Leaning on my hickory heartwood cane, I looked out through a large picture window that was once the bay door of an auto shop. When I was a kid, I had a summer job in a garage. Now I made my living as a private investigator. Both jobs required me to get my hands dirty fixing things. The slate gray sky churned overhead. Snow fell at a moderate clip, slowly turning the landscape featureless. I glanced at my watch, reckoning that I still had miles to go. I wasn't sure that the weather would cooperate, even though no one else knew I was coming, and the dead are not concerned with punctuality. The woman behind the counter was short, with ample hips. She had a tattoo on her right hand, pink tinted hair, and 2 different colored eyes, like David Bowie. The name tag on her denim button-up shirt read Mandy. Will this be all for you today? This will do, I replied, placing the basket on the counter and resting my hand on the curved top of my cane. Mandy scanned the items, then placed them in a thin plastic bag. The basket disappeared behind the counter. The snow fell faster. The wind blew harder. Storm's picking up, she said. Yeah, I said, the roads are wicked icy right now. You're here for the funeral. It wasn't a question. What makes you say that? Your accent. Boston. You talk like Mark Wahlberg. This offended me slightly. Fair enough, I said, handing her a 20. Did you know him? Asked Mandy. Mark Wahlberg? No, we've never met. I replied casually as my shoulders tensed up under my barn coat. No, Jimmy Reardon. You served together, I bet, she said. We met on my second tour of duty. Like me, he joined the Marines after the towers fell. Like any war, combat action was rare. During the quiet, Jimmy and I would talk about everything and nothing. Jimmy grew up here, the son of a Vietnam vet and the grandson of a decorated World War II vet. He punctuated sentences with words like duty and honor. The shadow cast over Jimmy by the men in his family loomed large. I was never sure if he meant it or if he was parroting the words that he had heard at their knees. We both loved to read. He'd read Homer in English class. A dog-eared copy of the Iliad was with him wherever he went. It was his Bible. I preferred the Odyssey. Sometimes you had to go to war. Sometimes you just wanted to go home. Mister? I looked at Mandy again. We did, yes. We served together. She considered me more closely. Which place? The sand. I shifted my weight from one leg to the other and glanced towards the door, my hand held out for the change. She counted each bill slowly, then placed the bag on the counter. Did you see a lot of combat? Her eyes widened just a bit, like I was going to tell her a great secret. I didn't. I thought of the roadside bomb that flipped our Humvee. I softened my stance, forcing my shoulders down, releasing the tension in my neck. I'm guessing that you didn't know Jimmy personally. No, I didn't, she said. I read about him in the local papers, her voice dropping in volume, like she realized she was talking too loud in church. I guess he was kinda a hermit, although his mama wanted him buried like a hero. It's kinda sad. Kinda, I said, grabbing the bag. Thank you, miss. Have a nice day, she replied, and thank you for your service. I nodded, hating this platitude more and more every day. The wind blew strong as I pushed the door open and squinted into the gale. On a rare good day, I was able to walk without the cane with only minimal hurt. Today was not a good day. I limped across the parking lot using my cane, armed now with the lunch of champions. At the car, I threw the bag and my cane onto the passenger seat and fell in behind the wheel. I was grateful for the heat that blasted through the car. The rental car radio was playing Vivaldi, or maybe it was Bach. I let the notes wash over me. That's it.